fake IDs. Houston was big and we could disappear. Neighbors don't mug, don't even draw near. We can bus it out to Shreveport, meet with Jimmy and see what he sold. And if they're playing in town, we'll see the little band of gold. Try our luck at the slots, sleep all the way home. The station's just a 2-mile walk from our door. We never leave a car at the Greyhound lot. Henry says you might as well leave it unlocked. Henry's always got us a new set of wheels, loves to strike his own kind of deals. This one's hot, out of Phoenix. Rolling slow, make a show. It's a 65 Ford, valet tag on the floor. We can go downtown, cruise it around, drive it to the coast, leave it for the beach folks. Trade it for a wagon with a picnic in the back and see what kind of toys the kids dig these days. Then we'll throw them out the window on the Gulf Coast Highway. So much trash out there, no one can tell anyway. Sunday night, I always call home. It's always Mom who picks up the phone. Tell her I'm good and I'll visit soon. Same thing I've said for years, so try to muffle those snot-nosed tears. She knows I can't stand to hear. Henry's never been much of a flirt, so I'm never worried about him chasing the skirt. Him and me, that's all we need. Henry's new best friend is just the next sucker looking for a fix for a Holden brother. Me and Henry were just like Bonnie and Clyde, bad for dead presidents taking on the slide. The only things we ain't got banks in our sights, just cars and fiends and hungry eyes. Just cars and fiends and hungry eyes. Yeah, Henry and me, we got a good thing together. Back in 98, we left for warmer weather. Just kids with fake IDs, him and me, it's all we need.
Thank you. Don't look me in the eye. When you say your sweet lies, and don't place your hand in mine. When tomorrow you fly, and it's all come down to boxes and books and gilt-laced looks. It's your truck full in the drive. It's all come down to names and faces, places we've never been. It's come down to goodbye.
summer succumbs to autumn's flame. It's all come down to boxes and books, guilty, sorry looks. It's your truck full in the drive. It's all come down to names and faces, places we've never been. It's come down to goodbye. And it's all come down to piles of paper, postcards from the wasted years, and it's no more one last try. Yeah, it's all come down to rings on the table and debts you can't ever pay off. It's come down, baby, it's come down to this. Baby, it's come down to goodbye. Thank you. Me too. You can't have it. No, thank you.
What year is that?
That Gibson is 1965. Believe it or not, it looked rougher when I got it. Yeah, it's had a lot of repairs, but well, I know for a lot of you guys, every song I do tonight is going to be new for you, but some of them are new to me. And this one's one of them. When the sun starts its cannot play the whole song with that thing that out of tone. It's too quick tune up. If it's that way the whole song, it'll drive me nuts. I'm sure somebody does.
Gibson used to make all guitar techs. They had a Les Paul that had an automatic tuner.
Oh, that's right. That's a little above my pay grade. When the sun starts its slide down the side of the mountain a little earlier each night, that's how I know it won't be long. when it's harder to get out of bed, and the crisp morning air fills my lungs with lead. You're bound to call her, say you're glad I'm not dead, and ask when I'm coming around. "10 years at least, avoiding the mess. 10 before that, pretending we couldn't care less. Both of us know if time and chance would have blessed, we'd be different off now than we are. All year round, that's when I think of your face. All year round, that's when I wonder why I can't erase the one time I saw you looking at me that way. You're done painting houses from now till the spring. That's not why you'll say you've come home. Seems your mom could always use help this time of year. For the sweat she's put in, she deserves one good son. Brother left at 15, cut ties with everyone. You'll fix that front step where the tread's all but gone. Put a rail where the last one went back. She won't put your yearbooks back up on the shelf. Says you could have had your pick if you'd believed in yourself. Thinking about the grandkids she never held, she'll tell you to give me a call. But all year round, that's when I think of your face. All year round, that's when I wonder why I can't erase the one time I saw you looking at me that way. But we won't ever step into that gap. I won't survive the fall and you hate being trapped. We'll just keep it loose, drink some beers, fake a laugh at how much of life stays the same. 10 years at least, avoiding the mess. 10 before that, pretending we couldn't care less. But both of us know if time and chance would have blessed, we'd be different off now than we are. And all year round, that's when I think of your face. All year round, that's when I wonder I can't erase the one time I saw you looking at me that way. The other day, we did this show, and then I I did my opening set, and then I was standing at the merch table, and this man came up to me and he said, "Boy, you walked by us on your way in," and I realized who you were, and I thought, is she about to go on stage? She looks really disheveled. And then he said, and then I saw your feet. And I just thought, And so I let him talk about some other stuff. He was perfectly nice after that for a little while. And then I just kind of slid in. So did you come here alone? And he said, no. And then he pointed at this really attractive woman, and I was like, and he goes, I came with my sister.
Throw out the leftovers you never ate. Go through the bills, see if anything's late. Put an old record on, set the volume to 8. Turn off the lights when the record is through. Watch TV in bed, let it cast you in blue. Leave the curtains open, let the neighbors watch too. When morning comes around, grind up some beans. Pour a cup of water into the machine. Drink it hot at the sink, then rinse your mug clean. Put it right back on the rack. Since you woke up alone 2 years ago, you've had some time to let her go. Yet living on your own ain't as hard as before. No one to tell you to shut the cupboard doors. No one to shake you awake when you snore. No one to say that's too big a bore. No one to tell you she's looking for more. No one to stay up pacing the floor. No one to show you what tears are for. No one to pack up, empty the drawers. No one to drive off in the night anymore. Anymore. Roll down the windows, let the traffic noise in. Let the evening air brace your arms. Goose skin, enjoy your cigarette dinner, making you thin again. Pick up a bottle on your way home tonight. Unlock the door, turn on the hall light. Tell yourself everything's just as you like. Since you woke up alone 2 years ago, you've had some time to let her go. Yeah, living on your own ain't as hard as before. No one to tell you to shut the cupboard doors. No one to shake you awake when you snore. No one to say that's too big a bore. No one to tell you she's looking for more. No one to stay up pacing the floor. No one to show you what tears are for. No one to pack up, empty the drawers. No one to drive off in the night anymore. Anymore. Yeah, pick up a bottle on your way home tonight. Unlock the door, turn on the hall light. Tell yourself everything's just as you like. Thank you.
I finally remembered before the concert to ask Dave if he had any requests. And I'm going to try to work all of them in. Well, I only have 2 good ones, and he asked for 3 songs, so no, I'm kidding. This is a song that got started on the way to my 10-year high school reunion years ago, and I had my now ex-husband with me in the car, and I was trying to give him the lowdown on what he was about to encounter, and giving him the brief on who he's gonna meet and kind of what their role was in high school. And when I was in high school, our yearbook was everything was black and white except for the very middle section, which was the senior section, which was printed in color. And in the middle of the senior section, there was class favorites, which was, like class clown, most beautiful, most handsome, most likely to succeed, all that stuff.
most athletic. And for years, not being in those pages at all, and really not being in that many pages in the yearbook, kind of, I think for myself and for a bunch of people, left us feeling like a nobody, you know, like we didn't really even exist. And then, as I was telling him who he was going to see there, it finally occurred to me that out of, you know, I mean, I went to a really large high school, so out of a lot of students, there were about 12 people repeated over and over again in all of those extra pictures. And not being one of them just made you normal. And all of a sudden, I was really glad that we had that conversation, because then I walked into the reunion and did not care. I was never the pretty girl, never the homecoming queen, never the one boys followed round. I was just the one who heard their secrets out. Never the heartbreaker, never the first one that you'd see, never the girl you dreamt about. I was always good old reliable me, never the fastest one, never the one who made it up to the top, never the favorite. I was always a friend nobody regrets, never the bravest or most sure. I was never the shyest or most demure, never the mystery to unfurl, never the pretty girl. If you'll take a chance on a plain face, you'll find a heart up for the race. You'll find a head full of thoughts of love, and you'll find a hand that will fit like a glove. And if you'll come back for a second look, you'll find a tender heart, loneliness shook. You'll find eyes filled with the glow of you. You'll find us too. things a little bit less desolate for about 3 minutes. At least a little toe tapping, if not completely not sad.
Man, lately you've been looking real good. Cut your hair the way your sister always said you should. Well, I wouldn't have guessed she'd have been right about that, but she was right about a lot of things. Pretty sure she always thought you spent too much on a pretty little diamond ring you gave to me. No point in saying this, no one to say it to. Nothing to gain, though it breaks my little heart in two. Sometimes it just wants to let something out to you, and that's what songs are for. To say I love you, that we both moved on, that's what songs are for. To say the things I can't say anymore, well, I can say anything at all in the lines of a song. That's what songs are for. I ran into a friend of yours the other day. Felt strange we never mentioned your name. Guess there's no good reason we'd have talked about you, but you're the only thing we had. You kinda mumbled, fumbled, and got out quick. Left me sad, so many things I wanna ask, but there's no point in saying this, no one to say it to. Nothing to gain, though it breaks my little heart in two. Sometimes it just wants to let something out to you, and that's what songs are for. To say I love you, that we both moved on, that's what songs are for. To say the things I can't say anymore, well, I can say anything at all in the lines of a song. That's what songs are for. Will it ever be a little like it used to be? 'Cause I miss my friend who got everything about me. I know we can't go back. I know we can't go back, and there's no point in saying this, no one to say it to. Nothing to gain, though it breaks my little heart too. Sometimes just wants to let something out to you, and that's what songs are for. To say I love you, though we both moved on, that's what songs are for. To say the things I can't say anymore, well, I can say anything at all in the lines of a song. 'Cause baby, that's what songs are for.
Thank you. Oh, well, it has been really an amazing year and a half, finally being back on the road again. And I have to admit that I'm such an introvert. It may not seem like it, but I really am. That during the lockdown, while everybody else was getting really depressed, I was pretty fine. I had just enough social interaction, with people, and all, like that song, all the space in the world to myself. Like, it's sad in that song, but in my real life, I was like, it's all right. Okay. But I didn't realize how much I missed coming out and doing this until I was back. And it was probably like one day out, like really touring again, where I was like, yeah, I miss this a lot. And I'm so grateful that we can do it. So, and thank you guys for coming out. It really means a lot for you to be here. I can do one more song, and then we'll take our little break. maybe I'll leave you on a snuggler. So, this is if you came here with a date and you've been waiting for a song where you could look longingly into somebody's eyes without getting trouble on the car ride home. Like most of my songs, this is your opportunity to hold hands and give each other meaningful glances. It's probably the only 4 minutes tonight that you'll get that opportunity, so I would take it. Driving me crazy.
You lifted my chin and brushed the hair from my face. Your hand felt warm when it slipped around my waist. I've never been good at learning my place, but all my thoughts escaped when you whispered my name. When you whisper my name, when you breathe me in, when you hold me close, all the trouble I've seen disappears into the night. And I know the tighter I hold on to you, more everything will become right. When you whisper my name, stars seem to shine brighter when you're near, and you see when I'm sad before I shed a tear. Never felt so at home in my skin till you got here. And when I feel you speak, you erase my fear. When you whisper my name, when you breathe me in, when you hold me close, all the trouble I've seen disappears into the night. And I know the tighter I hold on to you, the more everything will become right. When you whisper my name, I thought I knew what love was long before I met you. I lived plenty of years with a heart broken into. When you whisper my name, when you breathe me in, when you hold me close, all the trouble I've seen disappears into the night. And I know the tighter I hold on to you, the more everything will become right. When you whisper Thank you so much. You know what? I'm gonna get. I was in a band for about 3 minutes. We were, I mean, longer than 3 minutes, but it felt like that because we were just starting to pick up steam when the whole world shut down. But we it was a couple of my best friends who you probably know, Grace Pettis and Rebecca Loby. And we had this trio called Nobody's Girl, which strangely translated to everywhere we went, people calling us girls. Hey girls, hey girls. And we're literally called Nobody's Girl. But just having that word suggested there, it's just like everybody would go, hey girls. And we're like, what? I'm fully middle-aged and I own it and I'm very happy about it. But we wrote a bunch of songs together that we were really proud of, and we made a full-length record finally in 2019 and finished it up at the beginning of the next year. It was going to come out that early summer, and then that fall, and then that winter, and then the next spring, and then it finally came out in the summer of 2021. And that tour, like a 3-month tour that we had planned, full of dates all over the country, was postponed 2 or 3 times. Our poor booking agents had to do all that work without ever getting a real payoff, you know. And don't worry, we took care of them, but you know. But we got 3 dates into our 3-month tour when Delta hit and everything shut down again. In fact, our 3rd of our 3 shows was just a live stream from the venue. But I miss those gals a whole bunch, and everybody's kind of doing their solo thing right now, and one day we'll get back together again, I know it, but we don't know when that is. But I'm going to do a couple songs that we wrote together, and I hope you enjoy them.
Glazed eyes, just trying to fit in. Slow dancing, sloppy kissing. You did your time. Didn't know what you were missing. All secondhand admission. Till you went drifting down the double yellow line. You went from black and white to technicolor overnight. You ain't in Kansas anymore. As it was before. You're such a long way gone. Can't click your heels and go home again, baby. And one thing's for sure, you ain't in Kansas anymore. Framed on your mother's mantle is the you they all could handle. Well, out here you're such a scandal. Now you're on your own. The grown you can't hold a candle to that kid in light blue flannel. Now you watch a different channel than the folks at home. You've seen the curtain fall, nothing back there after all. You ain't in Kansas anymore. Nothing's the same as it was before. You're such a long way gone. Can't click your heels and go home again, baby. And one thing's for such a long way gone. You can't click your heels and go home. You ain't in Kansas anymore. Nothing's the same as it was before. You're such a long way gone. Can't click your heels and go home again, baby. And one thing's for sure, you ain't in Kansas anymore.
Thank you. The good news is whenever I miss them, all I have to do is open this closet door in my house and look at their beautiful faces on the cover of hundreds and hundreds of unsold CDs. It's okay, Rebecca gets to see it on hundreds and hundreds of unsold T-shirts. They take up a lot more room. Oh yeah, I said I was going to do a couple of them, so I'll do another Nobody's Girl song. I was just talking to, was it Lolly and who was it? I can't remember. You guys are going over to Ireland, or and Kevin? Sorry, Kevin. I'm very jealous. The three of us were in Ireland in 2019 together, and Grace's mother is a poetry scholar. She's a Yeats scholar and teaches at the University of Limerick, which, let's just pause for a moment and reflect on the fact that an American is a Yeats scholar hired by the University of Limerick to teach Yeats. No dust on her, you know. I got to sleep in Yeats's bed. Nothing magical happened. I wish. They told me that was going to happen before I got there, and I was so excited. And then I saw the bed, and I realized I got to sleep in Yates's bed because I was the only one short enough to fit in it. This is a song we wrote when we were in Ireland. It was we're sitting there and looking out this beautiful picture window at the Irish countryside, and it. I can't remember now, but one of the other gals had the first line of this song, and we immediately started talking about what it means to come home and what a rare thing it is to be able to come home as an adult and spend time with your parents without either party having to be a caretaker. And there Rebecca and I were, soaking up all of her mother's love and not letting them have any alone time. And we were thinking about that, like, oh, of course, we didn't know that a pandemic was going to happen and then Grace would end up living in Ireland with her mom for like a year. But at the time, we were thinking, gosh, she so rarely gets to see her mother across an ocean, and here we are just intruding and taking over the house. And anyway, so we wrote this song.
First you learn to breathe. Nobody has to teach you. Then you learn to walk. Now nobody can reach you. Where you running to? Does ivy need to climb, or is it just her custom to leave the ground behind, lingering and lonesome? Where you running to? Where you running to? Run wild, run free, run to where you need to be. Maybe one day you'll run home. Lark upon a ledge sings into the morning. Where'd you leave your nest? Did you wing off without warning? Where you running to? Where you running to? Run wild, run free, run to where you need to be. Maybe one day you'll run home to me. The tide goes rushing in, and the bumblebees return. Geese go flying south. April skies get stormy. Where you running to? Where you running to? Where you running to? Where you running to?
Okay. How's everybody doing? Everybody okay? Okay. I'm doing all right. Yeah, thank you. That's amazing. So good. Whew. Okay, I'm thinking. Okay, I remember what your other request is. I'm going to do it later. I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget it, you know? This is in honor of what's happening in the Atlantic right now. I wrote this when Hurricane Ike hit Houston. Everyone's packing up their cars and headed down the highway. 95 miles never took so long. Didn't have much time, pick the two favorite things you could carry. Pray you don't run out of gas before the wind gets strong. And who knows, there will be a place to come home to. And who knows if the nails and plywood will hold. And who knows if it's any safer where we're going to. But it
Thank you.
What the birds saw, what the dog knew, what the man at the corner store meant when he asked after you, why the moon hid when I thought it was getting bigger. But when I finally looked, it was nothing but a sliver. Never been good at seeing signs, and you signaled every way you knew you were leaving me behind. But you didn't say the words, didn't say the words, so I thought you were mine. What the dreams mean, I'll never know. What the years yield, didn't anything grow? Oh, what came up from spring and summer? You took what you wanted, plowed the rest right under. Never been good at seeing signs, and you signaled every way you knew you were leaving me behind. But you didn't say the words, didn't say the words, so I thought you were mine. Never been good at seeing signs, and you signaled every way you knew you were leaving me behind. But you didn't say, no, you didn't say. You didn't say the words, so I thought you were mine. Oh, time is flying, you guys. For me, anyway. I don't know about for you. It was a long drive today. It'll be a long drive tomorrow. Back on the road with James again tomorrow. And I got to tell you, traveling with James McMurtry is like the best thing that's ever happened in my life. And he is such a good person. And on top of being, you know, just one of the greatest songwriters ever. And it is a master class to watch him every night. And he is so generous to bring me out and share me with his audience. Just the fact that somebody I admire and respect that much thinks that I have something worth sharing is like the greatest, I don't know. It just has changed my whole outlook on things. And I'm really, really grateful to him. So I know he'll never see this, so I feel okay saying that. I'm gonna do a James McMurtry song because it's one of my favorites, and it's one of the songs of his that
that comes from a female perspective. And I always thought one day I'm going to make a little record, like a little EP of all the songs of his that are from a female perspective, because they're all wonderfully devastating. Look off down the highway at the glittering lights, like windshield glass on the shoulder tonight. As the diesels come grinding on up from the plains, all bunched up like pearls on a string. I guess time don't mean nothing, not nothing at all. And out on the horizon, the broken stars fall. Old broken stars, they fall down on the land and get mixed in together with the lights of Cheyenne. Well, I've been up all night and I'm down on my back, working the counter to take up the slack, 'cause the money tree's light and the whiskey streams low. You ain't worked a week since July, and you say the gravel pit's hiring after the first, but you don't have the nature for that kind of work. Well, you might get hired on, but you won't make a hand, and I'll still be here staring at the lights of Cheyenne. You stand in the sky with your feet on the ground, never suspecting a thing. If the sky were to move, you might never be found, never be heard from again. We go on good behavior when our youngest comes home. She comes up from Boulder, but she don't stay long. And our oldest still fights me like she was 18. Stopped in for a six-pack a while ago, and she's got a cowboy problem, and this last one's a sight. All dressed up like Gunsmoke for Saturday night, and they were off to the bars for lack of a plan, racing those stars to the lights of Cheyenne. Well, you've kept all that meanness inside you so long. You'd fight with a fence post if it looked at you wrong. Well, that post won't hit back, and it won't call the law. I look at you right, or I don't look at all. Take a crumpled up soft pack and give it a shake. dumpster on a cigarette break. With one eye swelled up from the back of your hand, and the other eye fixed on the lights of Cheyenne. You stand in the sky with your feet on the ground, never suspecting a thing. But if the sky were to move, you might never be found, never be heard from again. There's antelope grazing in range of my gun, but come opening weekend, you won't see one. They'll vanish like ghosts, 'cause somehow they know. But now they're up to the fence in the early dawn, and it's warming up nicely for this time of year. The creeks are still frozen, but the roads are all clear. And I don't have it in me to make one more stand, though I never much cared for the lights of Cheyenne.
See a guy who writes songs like that wanting to take you on the road? Is that not the greatest compliment of all time? By the time we got to Richmond, you knew I was somewhere else. My mind was reeling down a different road, and you could see through what I felt. By the time we pulled into Charlotte and threw our bags on the bed, you hadn't said a word in hours, and I had torn my nails to shreds. It's dark with the blackouts drawn tight. Can't tell from here if it's 10 in the morning or the middle of the night. We're gonna lie here together like nothing's wrong. That window unit moaning its own sad song, and it's dark, baby, it's so dark with the blackouts drawn. Well, by the way, you veered into that lot and dragged so hard the ashes raced to your lips. Well, I knew you had so much to say, you just couldn't find the words to do your anger justice. By the way, I know I haven't said enough
Yeah, we'll just lie here together like nothing's wrong. At a window unit moaning its own sad song. And it's dark. Baby, it's so dark with the blackout strong.
Thanks so much.
We got time for 2 more, Dave?
Okay.
I don't know why I just asked Dave. Kathy's just as much, if not more, of the host.
I say that because she made me dinner.
Well, I often get the complaint, well, not really the complaint, I guess the observation that a lot of couples that are together either just before or at the beginning of the song are not together at the end of the song. And a couple other of my best gal pals, Jamie Harris and Bonnie Whitmore, have dubbed me the queen of the bummer jam. And without even intending to, really, I ended up writing a song where they are indeed in love and still together at the end of the song, and still kind of a bummer jam. Johnny's broker than hard up. Church mouse is better fed. Less than nothing's what he's got. Everything is in the red. On the corner with a box of tools, jobs won't come this way. No one picks him up, but the ballad blues, he'll be standing there all day. He's got one thing. He's got love. He's got one thing. There's one thing enough. Sylvie's wearing her apron, forgot to hang it before she left. Wore it all the way home on the #1 bus, tied around a thin black dress. On the couch with the lights low, smoked enough to feel alright. Knock on the door means Johnny's comes to pass Daddy into the night. Well, she's got one thing. She's got love. Yeah, she's got one thing. There's one thing enough. Sylvie and Johnny since high school, crazy how 8 years fly. Friends say they look just the same, but you change when life passes you by. Can't get their own place, can't buy gold rings. Haven't got a clue what getting ahead in life's supposed to bring. But they got one thing. They got love. Yeah, they got one thing. show in Ann Arbor maybe over a year ago, year and a half. And at the end of the song, somebody at the front row said, "Yes, it is." And I was like, "You're not listening." They can't pay rent, man. Okay. Okay, this is the last official song. What am I doing? Thank you so much, Kathy and Dave, for having me here. Thank you for letting all these weirdos invade your house. Chief weirdo. Thanks for letting so many smelly musicians descend upon your impeccably clean home. Thank you for preparing cookies and food and all this beautiful stuff all day. Thank you, guys. I know some of you drove a really long way to be here tonight, and I really appreciate it, especially with the storms going on. And but did you sit on your couch today? And then you got up from the couch. See, that's an achievement. Butt to couch magnetism is really strong. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
When the sun still beating down September, can't touch your toes. That pavement in the afternoon. You're swinging out front, wondering whether the sins of the summer gonna come catch up with you soon. Well, you never knew no dirt didn't come off in the kitchen, never knew no sting like a one you're hiding now, never Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Not official. It's really good, too, because I forgot to do the song that I promised Dave I would do. I also want to thank Scott for being the first person to ever present me, I think, in Maryland. So... he was a BettySoo early adopter. And I really, really, really appreciate that. To be the first person to present somebody in a market is, risky. Especially when you're like a nonprofit or house concert presenter and all of the expenses and planning and risk is on you. And it's such a labor of love. I really appreciate it. This is a song by Guy Clark, one of the greatest songwriters who ever lived.
Well, I wish I was in Austin. At the Chili Parlor Bar, drinking Mad Dog margaritas and not caring where you are. But here I sit in Dublin, just rolling cigarettes, holding back and choking back the shakes of every breath. Forgive me all my anger, forgive me all my faults. There's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go, I love you till I die. I loved you on the Spanish Steps the day you said goodbye. Well, I'm just a poor boy, and work's my middle name. If money was a reason, then I would not be the same. I'll stand up and be counted. I'll face up to the truth. I can walk away from trouble, but I can't walk away from you. So forgive me all my anger, forgive me all my faults. There's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go, I'll love you till I die. I loved you on the Spanish Steps the day you said goodbye. Well, I have seen the David, I've seen the Mona Lisa too, and I have heard Doc Watson play Columbus
stockade blues.
I've messed that up. Sorry.
And I've been to Fort Worth. And I have been to Spain. And I have been too proud to come in out of the rain. So forgive me all my anger. Forgive me all my faults. There's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go. I'll love you till I die. I loved you on the Spanish Steps the day you said goodbye. Well, I wish I was in Austin. At the Chili Parlor bar, drinking Mad Dog margaritas and not caring where you are.
Thanks so much. Thank you guys so much.